Hi there, I just wanted to do one more graph with function questions on it for an example for you. In this example, we are still going to do the function questions just like we did in the previous two examples. It just didn't fit in with my other video, so I am going to talk through it separately here. Let's take a look at, is this a function? It starts right here, and then it curves towards the bottom and then keeps going. Is this a function? Does it pass the vertical line test? Yes. Domain? The domain are all of my x's. What can x be in this situation? Well, if you notice with the x, the graph starts right here. What x value is that? You're at -4 on the x-axis. So my domain is from here, and it's using all of these x's towards the right. So I would say that my domain is x has to be greater than or equal to -4, because it includes that point that has the x coordinate up here with -4. Now my range, that would be all of my y's. What can my y's be? Well, when I look at that one, I want to take a look at where does it go on the x-axis. It's at 3 right here. And so all the points on this line right here are using this 3 value and below. So I would write that as y is less than or equal to 3 because it is below that 3. And then this coordinate up here includes that 3 as a y coordinate. Okay, my maximum, that's my highest value, and I'm going to name my y value. Well, this point right here was the highest point on the graph, so the y value, the maximum, is 3. A minimum is none. That would be if I had a lowest point, but since the graph keeps going because of that arrow, I don't have a lowest point. Alright, now my x-intercepts. Let's see, I look to see where it crosses the x-axis, and it crosses right here, so I'd write that as 5, 0. My y-intercept, I'm looking to see where it crosses the y-axis, and that would be at 0, 1. The interval positive is where is the graph above the x-axis. That's what we're looking for here. So if I was to look above the x-axis, it's above the x-axis in this region right here. It's coming from the x value of -4 and it's going to this 5. So my interval positive, I write -4, 5, because it goes from -4 to 5 along the x-axis. That's where the graph is above the x-axis. Okay, the interval negative would be where it is below the y-axis. So below the y-axis is right in this region right here. And notice it keeps going. There's an arrow there. So I would say the interval negative, and I read the x values. So it starts at 5, and it goes to, has this arrow on it, so I would say infinity. Because as this line continues, you're going towards infinity. Alright, now with the end behavior, as x goes to infinity, that is, as the graph progresses towards the right up here, what are the y-coordinates doing? Where are they going? So we would say that as x goes to infinity, I'd have to say y goes to -infinity. As x goes to -infinity, that would be over here. As the graph progresses, well, it's not going to go past this -4. So as x goes to -infinity, well, it can't go to -infinity because the y stops at -4. So, whoops, I meant to say 3 on that one. I was reading the x-axis off. 3.